One of the principles is if his arm is straight, I could cup it here and move it that way. All right? That's using that leverage of just bringing it here. Okay? I can also, when his arm is straight here, punish it by elbowing here and cutting into him that way. All right? So I elbow, it's called a sandwich. So you pop them together. Then the cut is into the body like that. And I can step through. All right?
Oh, you want us to come down on that? And
Yeah, see, once I'm here, then I come down on it like that. I can also, depends on the inch, I can also drag it this way. I can also, if I can get this thing nut, some guys actually just uppercut. Okay? You can uppercut here and pop it that way. So I might hit here, hit with the knuckles here, and pop it like that on the straight arm. Okay? If the arm's straight, see the point right here is the point that bends. So if I can crash with my forearm right there, okay? Right at that point, doesn't do any good to do it here. Because what the guy's going to do is he's going to come, if you're not holding, what you're going to do is escape this way and pop again, see? If I hit a guy here, he can pop again. But if I hit him here, he can't do it. So that's one of the principles, is to pin the arm here. Another principle is to get the shoulder off this way. So sometimes when you're ripping and you're trying to get it, switch it this way to a 45-degree angle. So if you're moving around here, you can turn it up. Try to get it up that way. Okay? For the close grab, the grab's real tight on it. I like to hit here, go into there, into that hole, right there. Another thing you do is don't worry about two arms. Isolate. Push this in. Now I can either wrap it like that, or push it in here and pound it right there. Then you also have just a quick hand drill to cup this way. When he's coming, so if you're coming off the line, you can cup it that way. You got to get the quick hand. Another one, if his hand's a little bit higher, is a double grab like that. And we had a drill that we were doing before. You grab up your wrist. That locks you. I'm grabbing, you grabbing me, and then he shoves my shoulder. I grab him, and then his shoulder. My shoulder, right, he's right here. Then I go this way. I hit his shoulder, he goes that way. Just a quick hand drill, all right? And the key when you're doing these things is using your body. See, if I'm just using my arm, that's what I see a lot of guys doing. It's sinking the body. Sinking the body so you get the body weighted and you can shoot off with it. All right? Okay, and then we were working different little things you could do off a rip when you get behind his elbow. Use your elbows. You can do an uneven when he's coming at you with it. You can do an uneven here. And that allows you to hit this way. It allows you to go under that way. All kinds of things you can do off an uneven hit like that. What we do is smash this. You can't do that. Back in. Go ahead and do it.
I know you're not allowed to get up here, right?
Can you jerk it?
If you go here, though, you might be able to. A lot of stuff with completely extended arms.
Yeah, even if you're tight, you can still do all of those moves in tight. All of these can be done from out here. They can be done in tight too. Just a matter of work. You start off here, just training slowly, and then you move it into trying to do it in a football kind of situation.
Best time is when you get it before.
When you have shoulder pads on, you can do this. That's not illegal.
Shit, what come up?
Huh?
You get the shoulder pads go up, yeah, you can go up.
Okay, so what I want to do is to come up here and smash
You start
the head into there. Okay, I'm going here. And then I slide. Pop there, and then what you get is a hit off like that. So look what we do in martial arts. It doesn't have any application here, but this bang into here, and then you shoot it off. What we do is go bang, bang, bang like that and use the elbows. But you can still flow in, just to get maybe to shiver the guy off here. Yeah. rush by the guy? Yeah, you want to think of, when you're rushing, you want to think of not going so much this way as cutting through him to move him. It helps you get a little bit away from the double team and also cuts the line a little bit shorter instead
So
of
are you throwing your
running
hands into
around.
him?
Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just brushing. See, what I'm doing is I'm stepping, not here, but I'm kind of stepping through. And it just brushes him enough to take him off balance. And it cuts your line a lot closer. The other one was the uneven thing when we came off the line. Instead of always hitting this way, so you hit Dwayne's base when he steps. See, now it's this way. See, if I turn the shoulders that way. Now, if he comes back on me, I can control him this way. Yeah. Then when he's in here real tight, when you grab his flesh here to turn him, see. Okay. Yes, sir. Oh, he's one of these guys. You got to gain an attachment. In other words, when you're coming there, you see, I've got to gain an attachment. I try not to get that shiver knocking me back, if I can. That's what they call it, dish rack. I'm not really giving you anything. And that one, you've got to have the hands. You've got to get the hands out. So sometimes you bait him. Make him think you're going there and then cut on it. But you've got to have him go to you. He's got to go to you to do that. Okay, then what we want to get eventually, but not this time, is what we call it the hand reaction drill. There's like 100 moves and we simplify it. It's like this. It's called Kuba. And it's just a hand reaction drill. Now from there you can train all of the moves you're doing, see? And Chris can do the same thing. Bang, bang. Then he passes and you just flow, see? And then you flow this way. That's it. And then you get here. And then you work. From there you can even go to a grab. And you have to grabs. And then you flow right back into it. So that's a constant game that you can play. But it takes time that we don't have right now to learn it. It doesn't take that long, but it takes a few hours to get the basics. Then you switch sides. Switch sides this way, and then you just play it. So you get that real fast action going. So you're learning to move your hands and your arms. Hold the double pass.
What we were talking about on this one.
Yeah, you shoot it. Yeah, we do that too.
Hitting off your shoulders just to get that hit. You know, and then it's got to be very, very quick. A lot of times, when I was watching some things this morning, the guy you were trying to get around just kind of almost goes like this, right? So I don't know how fast you can be, but there might be something of getting those shoulders and start to turn, right? Then hitting my shoulder. But this one, again, was just a very quick double hit to jolt the body. To almost get like whiplash back to the neck. It could also just be one shoulder. It has to be both.
Right here now. This is, my arm weighs, I don't know what it weighs, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. If I'm going like that, that's just my arm. So if I'm hitting down, if I hit with my whole body, I'm going to get the power of my weight of my body behind it. So in other words, when he's grabbing, I'm not going like this. My whole body's sinking into it. That allows them to fire out. Another thing we do a lot of tight on close, elbows right here.
Also the push.
A quick snap push. Yeah, it's like you got, how are you explaining it? The ball?
Like steel chains with steel balls at the end. Yeah. Wow. As opposed to like solid wrought iron.
So what I want to do instead of going like that, see that's useful great. What I want to do is my hips, and you get that kind of a motion.
Same thing, you know, as opposed to just hitting him with your arms, you're hitting him with boom!
And when I elbow, if I'm going to elbow, it's not this. It's the whole body goes. And it's just like you're taking off here. Anytime you hit somebody, it's that way. So there's nothing wrong with getting in tight. Elbow right over there. Okay? That'll be it.